Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine Harper, and today my lesson plan will be going over the art of origami. My targeted audience is middle school to high school children because I would like to be an art teacher on that level, an art or a fashion teacher on that level. So I'm going to start with my bridge in, and I'm going to let the students know. We all know the hot dog fold versus the hamburger fold because by middle school or high school they should know what this is by now. And I'm going to let them know, but do you know the specific name of folding paper? And then I'm going to explain that the Japanese art of folding paper is called origami, and today they will learn how to do this. I want to make sure that I'm not hesitant when I'm talking to the students because I want them to be confident in making the origami and making sure that they're actually grasping the concepts of this. Origami and art in general is not easy for everybody, so I'm going to make sure I come with the confidence, and I know that will put that in the students as well for them to be confident in themselves. The bridge in portion of my lesson plan is going to be quick and simple, so I put it as about 2 minutes long. This shouldn't take very long because I'm just introducing the topic and seeing if the students have heard of it, if they have not, and stuff like that. The learning outcomes for the students should be able to make a paper crane by the end of the discussion, develop spatial and perceptual skills, and refine hand and eye coordination. A lot of people, when they think of origami, they just think, oh, it's art, it's supposed to be fun, but it's actually teaching real-world skills that these kids can learn, such as hand-eye coordination and develop spatial and perceptual skills. Origami is very precise, and the students will learn that as they move along through the process and through the activities. In the pre-assessment, I will ask the students questions based around origami to see if they have ever heard of it or ever tried it previously. During the pre-assessment, I will also ask the children questions like, have you tried origami previously? What have you made? Was it hard or was it easy for you? Stuff like that. And I'll also ask them to brainstorm ideas of what they think they could make with the origami and the paper folding. This will allow them to open up their creative minds and get those juices flowing so that whenever they actually do try the activity, it'll be not as difficult, but it'll still challenge them to want to learn more. For my pre-assessment, I put that this would take about 5 minutes because I do want the students to think about origami, the topic, and I want them to see if they've previously done anything like this before, and that'll help them with the following steps that come next. For participatory learning, I will make sure that for instructor activities, I will facilitate the learning by allowing the students to watch a video which will explain step by step how to make a paper crane, such as this one. So the step-by-step video will show them how to make the paper crane. And at first, I'm not going to allow them to make it. I'm just going to show them the video so that they can have it in their head, start thinking of, okay, this is what I'm going to have to do, and this will prepare them to make the crane itself. And for this, I'll only need my Promethean board and my computer, and the students will be watching it on the board. This will give them a visual example of how to properly fold the paper while doing the origami. The next step is I will slow down the video a little bit. If they need help, I'll come around the classroom and help them fold the papers. This is their hands-on attempt to do the origami. While students are watching the video of how to make the paper crane, this will be individual work because the next step will be group work. But while everybody's making it, this should take about 20 to 30 minutes because some are a little bit slower than others at folding and grasping the concept. But after this, the students will be able to be in groups and compare and contrast their work with other students. And this way they can see where they need to improve. If another student can help them out, they can do this at this time. And this will just allow the students to look around the classroom and see, okay, this is what I need to work on, this is where I can improve, or if they got it down, they can just help their peers. And this will also allow them to connect with each other and build relationships within the classroom. Also during this time, they can think of future origami ideas. If they want to do something else in the classroom, they can bring ideas to me other than paper cranes because there's so many different projects out there to do. Some are more difficult, some are more easy, but we could also brainstorm as a class which ones we would like to do. Some of the supplies that the students will need for this assessment of making a paper crane is some origami paper or just paper in general. The origami paper is specifically a square. They have different sizes, but they're all square. But if there is just paper available that's a rectangle, we can make that into a square also by cutting the bottom. So those are the tools and the resources that are needed. Also a video, computer. I personally know how to make the paper cranes myself, so I could walk around the classroom and actually one-on-one help the students while the other students are watching the video if that's required, if that's needed. And that should be it for the learner activities, instructor activities, and tools and resources. For the post-assessment, I will assess if students have met objectives by reviewing their projects and asking them if they see any room for improvement. So this will be after everything is said and done. I'll ask the students to create another one, either from the step-by-step or if they know it from memory, which is bonus points. And I'll ask them, did you find it interesting? Why or why not? Is it something that you would like to do in the future again? Why or why not? Also, during the post-assessment, this will be a time to review on what they would actually like to make besides the paper crane. So since they've actually done the paper crane and completed it at this time, there's other options such as flowers. You can make a little flower, a little lotus. There's tons and tons of cute origamis out there that we could do. So I would just ask them as a class to think of stuff that we could do in the future. And in summary, I'll conclude the lesson by congratulating the students because, hey, you just made a paper crane and most people can't do that, right? So I'll make sure that I, give them a round of applause like this, have them pat themselves on the back, jazz hands, just to make it a little fun at the end and they can feel like, okay, I accomplished something today. That is all for my lesson plan. I will be sure to link different origami videos that you could have fun with. It's still summertime, so make sure you guys have fun too. Origami is not just for kids, it's for everybody. It really is. It's very fun, stuff you can keep and have fun with, all right? Y'all have a great rest of your day.